Hello, Allison Park families and students. Welcome to this 2021 school year. I'm Mr. Lemley, the principal.
And I'm Mrs. Bockstoce, the assistant principal.
We put together some portions of the school year we feel are most important to talk about before we get started. And we're going to go through those for you and detail out some concerns that we think you might have and will help make the start to the school year a lot easier. One of the first areas we're going to talk about are the models of instruction. 3 groups have been created to get us to start the school year. One of the groups that we're going to have are our remote learners. These students will be working remotely out of their homes during the school day, and they'll be on fully online. The other 2 groups are our hybrid groups. The hybrid groups are broken into 2 pairs. Group A, which will be in-person learning on Mondays and Tuesdays, where they will be remote on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. And then Group B students, who are remote learners Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and they are in person during a regular week of school on Thursdays and Fridays. The only exception to that is when we start our school year, we'll start off on Thursday the 27th, where the Group A students will come to school, and Group B and remote students will be at home on Thursday. And then on Friday the 28th, we'll have our Group B students in person here at Allison Park Elementary with Group A students and remote learners at home. The pacing for the content will be the same for both hybrid and remote learners. So what a student does on a Monday is what a student does at home on a Monday. So what we do here in school is the same content that will be covered remotely. All of our students are being taught by Chartiers Houston School District teachers.
Attendance procedures are similar to last year, where we have to log in by a certain time. This year, we're making sure that all elementary students must log in prior to 8:45 a.m. If we are not logged in by 8:45 a.m., then we will be marked tardy or absent for the day. Remote learners, you'll need to log in every day through the Fusion Flex. There's an instructional video on the district website to help you through that. Group A, you'll log your attendance on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays through Fusion Flex. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, your teachers will take them at school as they always have. Group B, you'll need to log your attendance on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays through Fusion Flex. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, your teachers will take your attendance here at school. Again, there's an instructional video online to help you, and all students must be logged in or here at school by 8:45 a.m.
The daily elementary schedule will have our doors opening every morning at 8:20. Breakfast is being served in our regular cafeteria. Lunches will be served in both cafeteria and the gym. Grades K to 2 will eat in our cafeteria, and our gymnasium will serve grades 3 through 6 during their schedules. We'll make that change. It should be grades 3 through 6. Specials teachers will come to our students. Our plan is in place to keep our students in the classroom and have teachers come to our students. So our specials teachers will come to our students during their art, gym, music, and library courses. Much like in grades 3 through 6, the reading teacher will come to the students for reading, and the math teacher will come to their students during math class. We have a specials rotation this year. For those of you that are familiar with our rotation in the past, it is an A through D rotation this year. We do not have a repeat E day this school year. And the A through D schedule will start on the 31st of August. So Monday the 31st is A day, and September 1st will be the B day, and so on and so forth. So students remain in their homerooms to receive their instructions for all subject areas, grades K to 2. And then students through 3 through 6, like I explained, will have a teacher rotate around to them through all their courses.
For morning and afternoon pickup and drop off, here is a map of the school. You can see that the parent drop off and pickup happens towards the rear of the school, where we will have a one-way flow of traffic coming down towards the school and then exiting onto Cummins Avenue. Student drop-off begins at 8:20 and ends around 8:45. Pickup begins at 3:20. Again, it's a one-way traffic flow. There will be no parent pickup.
You can't see the arrows clearly marked. For those of you visiting our school, you can see the arrows clearly marked all around our campus. So please maintain that flow of traffic. Absolutely.
If you look over, you can see where the bus lane is. That's where our buses will be dropping off and picking up. If there is an early dismissal or tardy for school, you'll want to check in at the main office. That's where all early dismissals and late arrivals check in. There is a new window that you will notice. It's kind of similar to a bank teller window. You will not need to enter the office. You'll just stand outside and sign in your child, and then we'll let the child in and have them report to their classrooms. Just something different this year, there will be no parent pickups happening in the office this year. If you have a last minute pickup and you don't have a placard, you can report to the office to sign your child out. You'll receive a temporary pass and you will be sent around to the rear of the building where you will then get into the parent pickup line to pick up your child.
Parent and student expectations for the school year go right in hand with what we've always done. You're going to expect a caring and flexible approach from all involved, a safe and learning environment, focus not only on academics, but social, emotional, and physical well-being. The whole student is our goal here, not just what's happening at one given moment, but through all aspects of the child's day-to-day life. High standards to ensure students' growth. What we're doing right now, what we're putting in place, is all to help the student grow, for the family well-being, for the students' well-being. And above and beyond all is our sense of pride here, what it means to be a Buccaneer, and how proud we are. As you see this whole entire presentation, the colors that we represent, the Buccaneer itself, for those coming in and for those leaving, what it means to be a Buccaneer through and through.
Some school expectations that we have for you and all of the students that attend Allison Park is we want you to make the most of the learning opportunities, and there'll be a variety of different learning tasks that we'll be faced with this year, and we want those to become instilled to help you become a lifelong learner. The second thing is embrace these new ways of learning at home and at school. We're all learning, we're all sharpening our skills, but it's a really neat way to start to learn some of this technology and other things that we have with us and really build on our skills. Of course, we'll show our respect and use good manners, and we expect the same from the students. Always abide by the school rules and make good decisions. We know you're going to make bad decisions, and that's okay, as long as we don't keep making them. We want you to learn from those mistakes and become a bigger and better person. Always try your best. We will promise to always try our best for you, and in turn, we ask that you try your very best here at school and at home.
We do have some new procedures put in place for the school year. One of the most important things we have to do is, as we're getting ready to come to school, we have to make sure our child is ready to be here, as well as our own professionals coming to school every day. We ask them to, how do you feel coming to school? So each morning we're asking the parents to check temperatures, assess for any symptoms. We're not allowing anybody to come into this building unless they need to be here. So all parents, non-essential visitors, we're not going to allow you to come in. And as Mrs. Bockstoce explained earlier, we had our front window by our door changed around a little bit so we could talk to you without you being inside. And that's for your safety as well as ours. There's no need to add any more to this building that doesn't need to be here, or for you to take it away from this building if you don't need to take it with you. And so all that business can be taken care of right at our front door now without you having to actually be in the building. Face coverings are required, and these are the guidelines that we've been given. That starts before you get on the school bus. You are not permitted to get on a school bus or make the ride into school or walk in the front doors of the school building unless you're wearing your mask. And if you do not have a mask, one can be provided to you. We do ask our families, though, provide the student with a mask that they're comfortable with, much like the adult. Wear something that you're comfortable with wearing. Make it your own. You're going to be permitted to take the mask off. Students are allowed to take their masks off. And the times we can do that is anytime we're eating or drinking. If we have an emergency medical situation, obviously the mask can be taken off. And our teachers are going to be giving breaks throughout the day, and we're permitted to get a 10-minute break. But the social distancing rules still must apply. All of our fountains have been shut off at this time, and we've replaced those with touchless water stations, and they're throughout the school. In pretty much all the areas where we would have had a fountain before, we've put refilling stations. And we're not expecting our students to come in and drink all the water and have all the bathroom breaks all day long. But when we need a water, we're going to have water provided. We would ask our parents to be reasonable with what they send in for the students to drink out of during the day. Not a good idea to have the 7-Eleven Big Gulp container, and that's already gone by second period of the day for a child with a very small bladder. But be considerate about that. It's a good idea to put your name on those as well, so we're not sharing those, or mine looks like yours looks like mine, and next thing we know, we're all drinking different water bottles. But it would be good to mark those also. We're going to be dismissing this year by bus number. We're going to be working on those procedures to get the students safely on the bus. Please have a conversation about the importance that it is for your child to talk to them about the importance of listening for their bus number when it's called. So throughout the day, we make lots of announcements, but at the end of the day, when bus 145 is called or bus 125 is called, they need to be listening for their bus. And a lot of things happen at the end of the day, but we definitely don't want to miss out on those things because it causes some confusion in the home, and you might be looking for them to get off the bus, and we're calling for you to come to the school to pick up your child. And those things do happen throughout the year. So doing the best to listen at all times.
A lot of health and safety focus this year, in addition to the other new procedures. Supplies will not be shared this year. Teachers will be doing their best to keep everything to each child so that they have their own set of supplies. In the event that something may need to be shared, it will be sitting for a period of time or be sanitized. For example, an iPad. We may not have an iPad for every child in the school, but if kids are using them on Monday, Tuesday, they would have their assigned iPad that they're using. It would be sitting and sanitized from Tuesday to Thursday, and then the Thursday kids would be using it for Thursday and Friday, sanitized again, and then sitting again for 2 days before Monday's group would come in. So we're really focused in on how we're utilizing our supplies and when and who and how they're being touched to make sure that we keep them safe. We'll be staggering our loading and unloading of buses. So we ask for your patience during the first couple weeks of school as we retrain the children and we get children off the bus and put them on the bus. It's going to be slower than usual. We don't want to see a whole group of kids gathering together to get on the bus. We want to make it a slow process. Once the kids know where they're going, we should see some improvement in times there. We're limiting our movement within the school building. We're limiting the traffic with the children because the teachers are coming to them. We've also spoken with the staff and talked about which way we're going in the hallways, avoiding passing other classes as needed, scheduling different restroom breaks, and communicating between each other so that we don't have a bunch of children in the hallway at the same time. We're going to increase our designated areas for recess so that our children are more spread out and able to take advantage of that time to get a breath of fresh air and run around a little bit. So there's various areas around the campus that we'll be utilizing to ensure that the students have time to decompress. There's also been signage added throughout the entire school building. We have arrows on the floors, there's mask reminders, hand washing reminders, some figures that show the social distancing and what 6 feet looks like. So we've upgraded what we have here in the school to help children learn and know these precautions that are put in place.
Our attitudes are going to play an important role as we navigate through our ways of learning. We are here. We need you to be where you are to help us just as much as we are here to help you. You can call the school. The phone's ringing all the time, but those are people who need to pick up items here. We're going to be, we're servicing our remote learners to get them the things that they need. And everybody in one way or another is a remote learner. So, learning how to do that and how to cope with that is going to be very key. So it's going to be very important to keep working together to make this happen. We can't do it by ourselves. We need you to do it. You can't do it by yourselves. You need us to do it with you. I encourage you to call into the school, and you can call 724-745-4700, and the front desk extension is 300. And you can, you need to speak with me. You need to speak with Mrs. Bockstoce. Ask for Mrs. Bockstoce. But we will do what we can to help you. You might need some help with your children's mental health. And we have a guidance counselor and a school social worker on complement during the day. So, put us to use. We're certainly going to need your help to do this. We do not know how long we're going to be doing this, but we're putting things in place that will help our children and help our families to get through this together. So I am proud to be a Buccaneer, and I'm proud to have you along with us. I'm proud to have Mrs. Bockstoce at my side. All of this today is because of her and her strengths. So as much as she needs me, I need her, and we're doing these things together. We're a team. We're glad to have you on our team as well. So without anything further, any questions you have, please call into the office. And again, I'm Joe Lemley. I'm the principal of the elementary school.
We're excited to see you on Thursday. We're really excited to see some kids walk these hallways on Thursday and Friday, and we're ready and waiting.
And we thank you very much.